7 years ago, this blue-eyed man introduced himself to me at church. Fast forward to today, we're now married, adopted 2 dogs, and running this business together. Somewhere in between all of this, he started what I call his passion project, where he created multiple Facebook groups where RVers can share their problems, repairs, fixes, and upgrades. You've seen our series, What's in the Shop. Now we're sharing What's in the Group. This is where we pull from the many posts and direct messages from YOU, and I let Dustin do what he does best, and that's help. So welcome to What's in the Group.
Hey everybody.
Dustin does not know the post I've pulled, so I'm going to pull one for you. This first one is not even from one of your groups. And I just wanted to get your professional opinion on this. It says, did a thing this week. No more lap sealant for our girl. Eternabond really is a one and done.
That is so bad.
Why is it bad?
So the Eternabond is designed to be a patch.
Okay.
And typically, so let's just talk about all manufacturers, right? There's no manufacturers that are out there. If it was such a great product, then why would all the manufacturers not be using it? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And when they say Eternabond or any of the bond tapes, the die-cord tape, there's other brands, that stuff is stuck on there like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like taking duct tape and sticking it to the side of the wall,
Mm-hmm.
thinking you're going to deflect the water out of the coach. What's going to happen is that the plastic membrane that's on that Eternabond tape, that's going to get sun damage just like anything else that's plastic on the roof. So your AC covers, your vents covers, your plumbing vents, your stove vents, any of that stuff that gets brittle and falls apart, basically that's what's going to happen to this.
Mm-hmm.
And so now what they did is they band-aided over the top of the existing sealants. So, now it's covered. If they ever have to remove any of that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to take forever to get that off there. They're never going to be able to hide it without, replacing the whole roof material. I mean, it's. I would not do that to anybody's coach. That just devalued their whole coach to me.
Okay.
So, like, if you're going to put it on there, like, say you have a situation where something's let loose and you're in transit and you damage the tree branch or something come loose, go ahead, put it on there and patch it. But take some pictures so you can show your insurance company so that you can say, hey, here's where it was torn. Here's why I put this on there. It's not designed to be something that's flexible, that gives and flexes with the coach. If you're going to put it on there, then you're going to need to want to seam the edges all the way around it, because it's going to shrink up, and then it's going to curl, and it's going to make like little toothpick-sized journals, and it's going to allow the water to get up underneath of it, and it's going to get right down in there where you don't want it in the first place.
Okay.
So I'm not a fan of that at all. I would not do that. It's horrible.
Okay. Thank you for your information.
Sorry.
That's okay. So one more question. What would be your recommendation to somebody who, because they did it because they don't want to maintain their roof?
Yeah. So.
Okay. So what's your best recommendation for somebody like that?
So what they don't tell you is dichlor lap sealant or the alpha sealant. It has, to keep it simple, it has like a food grade type oil that's in it.
Mm-hmm.
As the roof surface gets hot, the oil will bleed out, causing dust and dirt to stick to it. The cleaner you can keep it, the longer it's going to last. And again, and here's an example that everybody should know. We've all at one point or another bought a printer, and a printer comes with a starter ink cartridge, right? You get 250 prints, and then, oh man, it's $100 to go get my ink cartridge, right? Well, the printer only cost you $120. So the example is when they seal these at the factory, they're sealed temporarily, quick, thin, get it out the door. They're relying on that stuff to dry up as quick as they can so they can get it, shipped out.
Mm-hmm.
The roof is one of the last thing that goes on other than cleaning it and doing a final inspection on it. Well, that sealant takes a full 30 days to 100% cure. And even if you put it on thick, when it shrinks up and binds to the roof, that's where sometimes it, needs to be thickened up. So we think, oh, they sealed it too thin. Well, it looked great when they sealed it, but it still shrinks up. So, you have to clean and reseal the roof as needed. You want to get up there. You want to not neglect it. The thicker, the better. Typically when we reseal a roof, depending on the size and what's on it, sometimes we'll use 24 tubes. And it sounds like a lot, but the thicker it is, the longer it's going to last. So keeping it clean, scrubbing it with soap and water, putting on the UV protectants. It's the same thing with the roof material, and the same thing with that Eternabond tape. If you were to crawl up there and you were to put a product on it, like 303 on the tape, it may last longer, but the plastic is going to break down on that tape. The glue that holds that is going to break down. It's not forever, but it will take you an eternity to remove it, and you'll never get it all the way off without damaging the rubber. So I guess the rule of thumb would be clean and reseal as often as you need to, depending on the area where you're at.
Thank you.
Sorry.
You sure you're into this today?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you joined one of our groups? Well, what are you waiting for? The link in the YouTube description box below will take you to a landing page that highlights all of our groups. Come on and join us online, whether it's a general group or one tailored to your RV's manufacturer. There's something for everyone.